shit would not be simple.
Coach, the baseball regular season is wrapping up across the parking lot, but football season in full swing now at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returned.
And give me a quick second. Let me run to the bathroom right quick. Oh, shit. Here we go.
It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That would have been a great catch. It was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Jackson now. He gets it to Brown. Good play. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore the middle of last year. Led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had a hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner. First down, here's the run with Cook. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch twist, watch twist. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Come on.
Ready? Pittsburgh. Check me out, check me out, check me out.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson steps away to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down, being chased out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
36. He's checking crap. Watch twist.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown.
80 yards
like
on the run.
Is there.
Backwards.
They keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Don't get nervous. Alert 3, 15. Alert 3. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Now Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
40. Yellow. I've got Willie. Got one. I got one. I got you, baby. I got you. I got you. 49. 49.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
No way to go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now a run with Cook. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Put it right on the money.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Three receivers head out right, one to the left on 2nd and 3. Jackson will throw again. And that
He dropped it?
Incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight.
Hell nah. He
open.
stumbled after you popped him.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw again is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Jackson, always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. Well, everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. They talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the design runs, but he's still going to scramble when he feels he has green in front of him. He led all quarterbacks last year, 695 yards rushing, and keep in mind 80% of those came in the 7-game stretch when he was named starter late in the season. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive game.
He definitely going to fumble. He might even get injured now. I can't be playing with fire. This ain't our line.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Here's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll buy some time right.
Damn.
Can't find anywhere to go with it.
Damn, I fucking seen dude.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big legs on a sack does it.
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Credit the sack to Brandon Marshall.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses. And excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Double up. He's coming, double up. Check. Mike 49.
On second down, Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Awareness.
Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Watch the slant. Shift. Check 43.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Yellow. I'm going. Hey, Ripley. Sponge. No. Switch. Turn.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Somebody lose speed.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Mike 49. 0-15. Watch the run. Kill. Hey, turn it out.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, I got him. That's me. 15.
Mahomes going to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really...
And he's going to go down again. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Brown. 16 yards. A little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8.
Needed that.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson.
Damn.
On the left side is Brown. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first, this one from 38. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Flush to his right.
I didn't even see that nigga right
He's
there.
got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Buying time to his left. Caught. Kelsey, left side. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey.
I don't know why I tried to
goes down, but not before
I don't know why I
getting
tried to
his
intercept
inside
it. I was
the
over
25. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Yellow, yellow. You got it.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of a yard there.
Oh, give
and
us
now
our 4
second
sacks for the
down.
weekend. What they choose now?
Wait. I'll go on. Hey, 57 colors. 57 colors. Check safety.
And he's going to take this down to about the 17. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Motion. Hey, color. 49, guys. Mike. Charlie. I smell feet.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Pernell McPhee getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal.
I knew that was Mike.
Most of the time, it's end zone.
As soon as he came up like that.
And I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch.
Man, I just, he was going to take too long to gather. I already know this cheap pass there.
Yeah,
better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll run on 1st down.
Come on, man. How Lamar Jackson outrunning this nigga for fucking Cook Camp?
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front.
That's Tyreek Hill Jr. over there.
On the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
I didn't know he was going to have 97 speed on this game. I knew he was fast.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They run again on first down. Cook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
He didn't do this.
And he goes down. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. We're back now in KC as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Pernell McPhee able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Check 52.
And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
And I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good Jackson,
I was trying to Chiefs. I was trying to slide.
He's at the 50.
Yeah.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Oh, shit.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt.
Ain't no going perfect in
mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
I don't need to. 49 to my exit. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Buying time to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far. A big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Everyone, you got 4 down. 49, guys. Yellow. 49. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike.
Mahomes throwing on 4th, eluding the pressure right. And that is
couldn't fucking get there. It was too much fucking traffic. Damn.
Sammy Watkins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
Damn.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Yeah, I think
This
my
is
team
taken at
goal
the
is
3.
stop you up.
And
Hold you
bring it
under
a few
250.
past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They better give me a boost this time.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Check. Crunch. Hey, alert 3. Whip. Watch the whip.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Check 9. Kill. SOS.
And just 1 yard here from the 49
I
to the
thought you was
50.
going to get stuck on him.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Throw left side complete. That's more. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Jackson. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Hello.
Yeah,
What?
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard.
Yank, 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 yank.
And
Oh.
No good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay
Bitch-ass
right
bar,
where it is.
man. It was too much wind. That's the only reason I went for it.
To throw is Mahomes. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team is playing excellent defense. Great communication, don't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that
I was about to say, this
incomplete.
nigga.
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores to get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Watch out. Watch twins. Watch twins. We got double up. Shoot. Tighten up. You won't take. You got it back.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Watch the slant.
And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And never an easy thing to come into Arrowhead and get the victory. One of the toughest places to play in the league, but they did it.
Some of the best fan support in the league. They take pride in it. They love their team. They rally around them, good and bad. But when it's good, oh, it is so difficult to come into this place and get a win. From the time they sing the national anthem and finish it with the home of the Chiefs, you're in trouble right from that moment usually.
So for Baltimore, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch.